Beer here back in the Fantasy Bar, big Tuesday night in MLB, and we are back with a happy hour. Every single bat, 3,500 or below on FanDuel. Some of my favorite value plays. What game am I stacking up with a low total? A stud pitcher I'm after tonight. And of course, my favorite play of the night. Who is it? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Tuesday edition, Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Good to be back in the Fantasy Bar talking MLB with 5 of my favorite bats and my favorite pitcher on both FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and hanging out at the Fantasy Bar. Now, before we get into the plays for the day, we got to talk some business here. First of all, click that thumbs up button, guys. It helps us out tremendously on YouTube. Appreciate all the thumbs up you guys have been doing on the videos over the years. Take a second, click that. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, get notified when these videos get released. Lastly, for my sports betting friends, whether you're a longtime sports bettor or you're just getting into it, head over to scoresandodds.com/beer. The link in the description of the video, click that. Get signed up for a weekly, monthly, yearly subscription, whatever you are comfortable with, but tons of betting information there for you. Analytics, premium picks, compare odds across a ton of different sports book. Just another thing to add to the old sports betting tool belt to make you a smarter sports bettor. Guys, go and check it out. scoresandodds.com/beer. All right, we promised a happy hour. That means low prices. Guys are too cheap, and we're going to do just that. Start at second base or outfield with Garrett Hampson of the Rockies. Now, Hampson been money in the bank this year against left-handed pitching. You see that WOBA over 500, the ISO approaching 450 for him here. So we get those kind of numbers at these prices, sub 4K on DraftKings and just 3K over on FanDuel. This is a guy you definitely want to get in your lineups tonight. Now, Blake Snell has struggled a bit against righties. 376 WOBA allowed to right-handed hitters. Hampson, just an 11% strikeout rate against righties. So we know that's the name of the game with Blake Snell are those strikeouts. Hampson kind of minimizes that, which is good news. Now, Snell, we mentioned that WOBA, the ISO over 200, but the big number here, 51.5% hard contact rate allowed to right-handed hitters. So we know Blake Snell, a good pitcher, but if he's going to get hit hard, Hampson's a guy that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. That ISO shows that at almost 450, and this total, only 6.5 here. So this is a game I think a lot of people just going to cross off the board. The pitchers are solid enough where no one's going to look at the batters. So not saying we want to go nuts with this game, but these are the kind of games where you can get a very low-owned bat, whether it's a one-off, a little correlation with the other team, a mini stack, whatever it may be. I think Garrett Hampson, a solid play here tonight at these prices against Blake Snell. So we like that game enough. Let's get you that correlation play on the other side with third baseman Manny Machado. So Machado, we know, long track record of success against left-handed pitching dating back to 2019 here on the numbers. ISO over 300, WOBA over 400. Also, very good fastball hitter. In fact, one of the best in the game. WOBA over 500 against the fastball and an ISO approaching 500. And Gomber going to use that pitch a lot against right-handed hitters. Over 50% of the time, he's going to throw that pitch. So that's bad news here against Manny Machado. He's also struggled with righties this season. WOBA allowed over 350 and a hard contact rate at 43%. So again, this game, not one that's going to be on the marquee, one that's ignored by most, but Hampson, Machado stand out as options I want to look at here on Tuesday night. All right, let's go to the outfield. We're going to go to Detroit, which we never go to Detroit. Kind of gross, but hey, we're going to do it with outfielder Robbie Grossman. So pun intended there, obviously. Detroit not a team we tend to look at for a lot of bats, but Robbie Grossman hitting at the top of that lineup has really been playing well. 4 multi-hit games now over the last 8. A guy that's always hit right-handers well. 213 ISO, 351 WOBA. Another guy that's good against fastballs as well. 371 WOBA against that pitch, and he's going to see that at a 54% clip from Mr. Dunn. And Dunn, we know, really has struggled with left-handed bats. 359 WOBA allowed, 267 ISO, and that lethal mix we really want. We're talking fly ball rate, hard contact rate, both right around 50% for Dunn. Not good against left-handed bats. Grossman still cheap, gives you a lot of upside in a lot of different ways. So, you know, plug your nose a little bit. I know it's Detroit, but I think Grossman a solid one-off here against Dunn. All right, let's go to the infield here. Let's go to first base with Nate Lowe of the Rangers. So again, we're finding a lot of guys that aren't big name headliner type guys, but guys I think are solid additions to our lineup. Now, Lowe been kind of quiet lately. This will lead to very, very minimal ownership here. So on a big slate, the ownership, yes, spreads out, but Lowe, one of those guys that'll be probably 1-2% owned at most. So we always love the low ownership. Now let's take a look at the stats, see if that matches up. And obviously it does. We got him here in the six-pack for a reason. WOBA approaching 400, ISO at 256, and a big 53% hard contact rate. So when you're hitting the ball that hard, good things are going to happen here. So the recent numbers, yes, have been a struggle, but that hard contact leads me to believe good things are coming here for Lowe sooner rather than later. Another guy that hits fastballs well, 400 WOBA, 296 against that pitch. And Taillon will use that about 53% of the time. So finding these good fastball hitters today, I think is going to be key. Taillon struggling against lefties, very much like Dunn. A WOBA over 400, an ISO over 300. And again, that fly ball hard contact rate mix we're looking for, 49% fly ball rate, 37% hard contact rate. Nate Lowe in a good spot to snap out of his funk and go yard here tonight against Jameson Taillon. All right, let's go back to the outfield. Another bat for you, FRANMIL Reyes of the Indians. So I think the majority of casual baseball fans will be shocked to see FRANMIL Reyes in the top 10 in all of baseball in the home run department. That's exactly where he lands, 10 home runs so far here on the season. So we know there's plenty of upside and plenty of power in this bat. The ISO shows that as well against lefties, sitting at a nice 277. That hard contact rate, anytime we get over 50, it's a number you definitely want to pay attention to. So he checks that box as well. Now, Haney, been solid, no doubt. He's a guy that can definitely get it done. The strikeouts can be there, but can also struggle a little bit, can also give up the hard contact we want to see when we're going with a power hitter. 49% hard contact rate allowed by Haney this season. So Reyes, again, Indians not a team I want to go nuts with here, but Reyes, a guy with the upside. We know the power is there, and when Haney struggles giving up that hard contact, could lead to some trouble in the home run department. I think Reyes goes yard once again, adds to that total, and tries to jump into that top five. FRANMIL Reyes, great option here tonight against Andrew Haney. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play of the night. But before we do that, guys, we're going to continue our Beast of the Night contest. This is a thank you to all of you guys who come hang out at the Fantasy Bar, check out the videos, hit that thumbs up button. All you got to do, get in the comment section right below the video and guess fantasy points on DraftKings for my highest scoring hitter. Just gave you 5 bats. Doesn't matter which one it is, which one scores the highest. Give me the fantasy points for that guy, and closest guess will win themselves either a free 3-day pass to RotoGrinders Premium or a free RotoGrinders t-shirt. Let's wrap this baby up. My favorite play for Tuesday night. You know him as the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time, and if you've noticed, we've given you 5 bats. We have yet to give you a pitcher. Normally have a bat in this spot, but there's a pitcher I like that much. That pitcher is Zack Wheeler tonight against the Marlins, tonight's Beast of the Night. Now, Wheeler really been dealing out there this year. 6 or more strikeouts now in 7 of his first 8 starts to start the season against this Miami team. Really been money in the bank in his career. 193 batting average allowed against current Miami bats. Just a 237 WOBA, an ISO way down at 105, and a pretty good sample size as well in 114 at-bats. Also been very good against both righties and lefties. We know Miami can throw a mix of both at you. This guy's held righties and lefties under a 300 WOBA and a strikeout rate at 26% or higher against both righties and lefties. And speaking of strikeouts, Miami's certainly going to help him out in that category. You see 4 of the hitters, 29% or higher strikeout rate against righties, and as a team, over 26%. That's the 6th worst mark in all of baseball here. So he's shown the strikeout upside, good history against this team. Miami gonna give him those strikeouts here. You add it all up, Zack Wheeler, a phenomenal play here tonight, making him easily my favorite play on the board in tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that wraps up here for Tuesday night in the Fantasy Bar, talking MLB, 14 games on the docket, giving you 5 of my favorite hitters and my favorite starting pitcher. Any comments, questions, feedback? That comment section is there for you guys. Don't forget, fantasy points from my highest scoring hitter on DraftKings for a shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium or a RotoGrinders t-shirt. Guys, you can also follow me on Twitter at Beermakersfan. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut. Best of luck. We'll be back tomorrow with another baseball video. Thank you for watching, guys. Good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist.